Wow, 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 wow. Absolutely incredible. What's up, Kurt Vixen? What's up, Cherise? What's up, Winter? I see that everybody saying wow. Wow is absolutely correct. Did you hear the news? Have you heard the word? No, it's not a joke. A joke. Thunderbird. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? I don't know if I cut on my. Well, I see my thing moving. Cut this microphone down. So, job. Me and this new microphone, okay? But anywho, let me see if y'all drop a one. If y'all can hear me. I had to cut this microphone on and off, and that's why I be getting confused. Let me check my phone. Let's see. I see a prayer on the rising. Okay, I'm coming. I'm trying to make sure my volume. Let's see. Hello? Oh, okay. I see a one now. My volume is actually great. Okay, so what I'm talking about, Mitra, what are you talking about? And Demetria, why are you talking about it? And you right there at home, why are you an hour late? Good question. I fell asleep. I fell to sleep. Okay. I was twisting my hair up so I could start, I need to get myself together so I can start coming back on camera. I had washed my hair, so I had to do all twisted up. Y'all know how I go with the natural thing. So I'll be on camera come tomorrow, right? So P. Diddy, one of his properties has actually been freaking raided. Isn't this incredible? Let me look. I don't know the ins and outs. I just saw the headline, here on YouTube. And then when I clicked in and saw that it wasn't a clickbait and that it wasn't a for play story, right? I was like, oh my God, let me go live and do a live reaction. So that's what we're finna do. I saw this is coming from Fox 11 in California. Let me look at this. So I don't know what happened or what, but I know it's damn true. Oh man, not the three houses. Damn. Say it ain't so. Not three houses. The LA, Miami, and New York. Damn. They hit all three simultaneously. Who else? I just saw sometime here in the last 6 days, I saw something, might not have been on YouTube or maybe in a movie or something, but they hit the different places all at one time. Oh my God, that's when you know it's real. Let me share this.
Venture to say that those are going to be the guys that you're seeing right there. And
this where I woke up to.
That all clear. And then this group that you see there, those are the ones that are actually.
Damn, it looked like it's been somebody under live. All them cops.
What they're looking for, where they might be. So, but right now it is still a waiting game to make sure that everybody is out of this building and that it is secure.
Damn, all that big old one house.
To make their way in and actually start that search.
And they took his sons in.
That, if this is in fact involving a sex trafficking investigation,
wow,
we do know that according to Diddy's attorney,
wow,
the rapper himself, he has denied any wrongdoing in any of all this. So
what's up to T Lounge? Let me drop the link in case anybody want to.
As this all plays out, but it is interesting that these raids happening at the same time. According to TMZ, a raid of his Miami home is happening right now, as well as now we're looking at the live pictures of what's going on in Holmby Hills at this mansion right here, all connected.
Damn.
Home. So again,
y'all are blowing me away.
Word as to what exactly they're searching for and why. We
damn, is that an armored car?
God regarding this raid that's being conducted by Homeland Security. You have support from local law
Homeland
enforcement
Security.
officials as well.
Oh
We saw
my
from the
God.
drone shots, you see multiple agencies there a part of all of this, and they have a number of resources on hand with a drone flying up top, as well as they had ladders taking a closer look at certain parts of the property, and so they are looking at every nook and cranny they need to in terms of why they're investigating this home and property. So clearly, this is going to take a while. And as Haley mentioned,
you think it'd be hard for somebody to do some old slick stuff behind all them damn windows?
Yeah, I would say it's mostly media at this point. We were
all them windows. You think somebody be living right?
But yeah, since there's probably a dozen different
probably sex
agencies. Yeah, it looks like his homes on both coasts are being raided. We still have not gotten word on exactly where P Diddy is, if he is in fact in New York right now or in Los Angeles.
Damn, look at the guest house.
Yeah, we haven't seen him here in Holmby Hills. This is right off of Sunset and Beverly Glen.
Are you kidding me?
I'd say about 30.
The live reaction on my.
It's a little bit calmer, I would say, than it was about 20 minutes ago when it all happened. The guns that were drawn earlier have been since put away. It looks like they just put away their drone, but of course doing a thorough job of checking the home for any kind of details that they can come up with related to these allegations.
And P Diddy probably not missing. He probably just getting all his affairs in order with his lawyers and stuff, so he can turn his stuff in that way.
All of which he
look at the damn guest house.
So we will have to
wow.
See, of course, and
let's see. Somebody hit the link here, T. Let me put my.
How he's connected.
I'm coming. Let me put my banner up.
Allegations.
And from your vantage point,
the very latest. I'm sorry.
Yeah, from your vantage point, Haley, does it look like some authorities are leaving the scene right now? They're.
It's me. You didn't put your banner up, by the way.
No, it looks like more are coming. I think what you're seeing is just the vehicles moving to a different location. We're kind of at the bottom of the hill, but if you go up a little bit farther, some of the vehicles that you saw down here earlier have since kind of gone to the other hill. Very prestigious neighbor. I said earlier, Humphrey Bogart's former house, I think, is next.
What you thinking about this?
In the 200 block here of Mapleton.
Girl, I'm still trying to gather it all in. This is the first time I'm really seeing some.
Hey, Lisa.
This is my first time really seeing the footage. This is crazy. Lord.
I know this is the first. I have not seen anything. I saw it and I realized that it was a real news channel. And so once I saw that, I went ahead and came live.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't this a trip? It's like, look how they going up in there. Like this is not to be played.
Like they raided some kind of ambassador or some country that done beheaded somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Like he didn't murder, kill somebody. It's very damn serious, whatever. And then, anytime they doing it at both places, at different multiple places at the same time.
Yeah, they're doing.
They are not bullshitting. They are not playing. They're not letting the one hand know what the other hand doing.
And I just been watching this for months, and I'm thinking that when he paid Cassie off so easily. They probably started. Well, they already probably was investigating, but it just made them go down the rabbit hole, and they're gonna go all the way down. And
it also made other people start coming out. All it takes is sometimes is one to finally say something, and then all hell breaks open.
I never cared for him ever.
Never. I never thought of him as being, as let me tell you something. With Diddy, I never was too much into that whole what's it called? What was his people? Bad Boy Club? What he had?
Bad Boy Entertainment?
Yeah. Except for like Mace, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, no, I never too much paid attention or listened to me. Wasn't my type of hype. But as a producer, I guess like to me, I thought he was more so like a producer on the terms of a modern day Quincy Jones, correct?
Law enforcement officers from the Department of Homeland Security, though.
I mean, that's like one of the biggest producers as far as money.
I don't know if we would go down Quincy Jones
home belonging to P Diddy, to Sean Combs.
You don't think it'd be like down Quincy Jones?
I can't give him that much credit for like talent wise, because like Quincy Jones actually plays instruments and
And actually a composer and all that. That's
yeah,
right.
and conducts orchestras and is composed and all that other stuff. Diddy knows how to pick a good sample. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And cut that shit up.
Okay, Demetri, don't push it too goddamn far.
Right.
Let's take a look at
I
this.
thought he was like a modern day Mozart. Like what, girl?
Let's not go too far, Demetri, with all this. Okay, so let's listen again and take another gander and see what they're saying. Lisa, I'm always struggling for words, girl. At times, let's see.
So I don't think they
The
have
good
any
news
intention
is when I find the word, it's normally the
anytime
right
soon.
word.
And overhead, you can see law
Right.
enforcement, helicopters, and of course, Stu up there in Sky Fox.
Thank you so much, Haley, for that perspective on the ground right there in front of that Holmby Hills mansion. Stu up in
God
Skybox. It
damn.
looks like,
It
yes,
take a lot of
there
people
are
to
some
got
more
gonna come do
law
a
enforcement, but in
pop-up
different
search to that child's
attire.
property.
Should I say suits instead of body armor?
Definitely,
Lord,
and,
have
and
mercy.
you know, and we all know how that
Nobody
works. The
do.
suits are going to be the investigators and probably the ones that are running the show. And again, I still think that they are just waiting for that green light for them to be allowed to make their way inside the property and
You
to
know
make their way
what
to the
kills me
areas
on this
that I
one
would
is
venture to
how
say
many
that they
celebrities
probably are
been
pretty
sitting on
specific.
that
You don't think
for
they're just
years.
going
They
in
might be whispering,
randomly.
they
And
might
again,
be
this is just
gossiping,
a guess.
right?
I don't think they're going
They
in
But
tried
randomly, just going
yeah, they're
through,
whispering and
everybody's
gossiping. And
stuff
what's her name?
inside there.
Jaguar.
They
She
probably have an
said it.
area that they know, or an office
She
that they know
called
that
it.
the
She
inmates
said
will
Summer
go there,
Walker.
that they might
And
want to, that they
remember
can get their
that
hands on, and that's
interview
what
she
they're
did? I
waiting
don't know
for right
whose
now.
podcast it
Going
was, but she
inside
was like, it was like a
is,
blue
like I
wall
said, it's
behind
a
her. She was
very
sitting up there
beautiful
Indian style on that
Holmby Hills
couch.
area, and they just waiting to
I
get
knew
the
Jaguar was crazy
clearance
because I
to
heard
allow them
stories
inside.
myself and stuff, but I've seen things that Diddy did as far as like his workers go with my own eyes. And ever since then I was like, I ain't feeling this dude. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know it was all of this. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't feeling. I just thought he was a piece of
a perv.
yeah, like a jerk.
Or
I thought he was
a
a
jerk.
jerk. I didn't know he was doing all of this. This is wild. But he's
And
not.
that's
But see,
absolutely insane.
this is the tip of the
Oh my
iceberg.
first love.
This is the tip of the iceberg. He's not going to be the only one because they're always moving. You know, a certain way. People just think that they are untouchable.
That's why say he did unalive somebody. You know, we had heard speculation as well of him having something to do with his wife demise.
They
You know, we
saying that
talking
he had something to do with his wife. They saying that he had something to do with Biggie. They saying that he allegedly had something to do with
Tupac.
Tupac allegedly.
Damn, you know, and then I was watching some the other day, and I don't too much put to. I think I heard it because I'm not all that much into celebrity gossip, but I heard I can't remember who it was, but he was like, "Damn, you know, whatever they was kind of saying like with Diddy is connected with the Illuminati, and that all of this is happening now because he
He
didn't
didn't
broke
pay his Illuminati taxes. He owed them a
exactly."
body or something.
Exactly. Khaki says, I want to feel bad for his sons, probably creeps too, learned behavior. That's another thing. I saw on that, I just started watching that girl, some girl, I don't know, the celebrity news thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she covered this, and I was just seeing with her how his son and him was accused of a shoot. And they hid that over in California. Right? And it was just coming out. Did you see that story?
No, but all I know is that he did name his company Bad Boy Entertainment. I guess we took it like it was a joke.
No, but you know, some people, you know, I'm gonna make a very broad statement. Okay, I'm gonna make
Mm-hmm.
a hugely broad statement.
Okay, go
You
ahead.
know, some people reach these heights and keep pushing, get this, so they can be the biggest monster they can possibly be.
Yes.
You know, and some people are literally, uh, or 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 uh, are so great and stuff, and they become monsters because of the privilege, because of the prestige, because of the access. I think the most key word right there, what I just said, was access. Right?
Right.
You get a chance to let all your little devils come out to play. It's when you're
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
in a position of power. So let me see what they saying on here. Let's see. Wait a minute. I think somebody hit the link. No. Let me see. Let's cut it up.
It's like you have enough money
Before
to
law
afford
enforcement can
your
just come
vices
together
and
like this
shut
and
people up.
approach a property. So we're seeing that here at home.
Yeah, you got enough money to pay your way out of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
As well.
You
So
see what I'm
again,
saying?
this is a
Money
very
don't
interesting
solve
look. Been working
all
on this
problems,
for
but it
quite
sure
some
do
time to
help.
make sure that they
It
have
sure
Sure
does
enough
do.
smooth
to
things
be
over.
able to conduct a raid like this,
Until you
especially
don't
with
pay
so many law
your
enforcement
Illuminati
agents
taxes
involved
and they come and get
here
you
as
like
well.
this
And you see just
for the
prominent
world to see.
involved
Lord
in the
have
location
mercy.
right there. And you do see a number
See, I
of people.
think
This has
when
been a very
Cassidy,
active
when
situation
she
for quite
actually came out with those accusations in the form of a lawsuit, she was so close for so long, right? And to actually get that lawsuit like that, and for it to be a secret and indicted, all that type of stuff, and for him to
Mhm.
actually settle within hours, like you
Hours.
said, that opened up a lot. It's not going to be like, okay, because had she not settled so quickly, it might have, that case could have maybe had turned to, because she went civilly to get the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if we talking about a federal crime, when you using words
Mm-hmm.
like sex trafficking,
Mm-hmm.
that's just kind of like DV, right? You might have called the cops and then you want to change your mind. Nah, the state gonna pick this shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely crazy. Let's see what they say.
Ooh.
some time. Again, we don't know what they're looking for. We don't know what the interest is right
Whatever
now.
they looking for,
We
they well
can
invested in
only
it.
presume that it is part of a
Mm-hmm.
sex trafficking investigation. Those are multiple lawsuits that Sean Combs have been facing this year alone. Allegations that he denies, but clearly this could be all
And this has been
part
in the last
of a process
10 years
here.
since
But
the sex
again, law
trafficking laws have
enforcement
gotten
does just not go in
so
Mm-hmm.
tight.
willy-nilly into a
Quite
home and
honest.
conduct a raid like this unless they get the necessary evidence they need to get that search
Damn.
warrant to acquire entry as well. So if we could
Oh,
take
and
a
you
look
know
from
what?
Haley.
Wouldn't that be a blip if Cassidy, goddamn, okay, Diamond, if Cassidy, goddamn, she got all that money from the settlement, right? And still told him.
Testify
Still
something.
told
Yeah.
him where to go look for the videos. Still told him where the safe said, where to find the bodies.
Well, from what I heard that from what I heard was in that doggone lawsuit, like as many pages as it was, she's kind of did.
Right, but I would think that even though she, like, let's say she under a gag, what's that thing,
Gag order.
not a gag order, that's from the court, uh, the silence, the non-disclosure, right,
Mm-hmm.
and all that type of stuff with the
NDA.
settlement, huh?
Mhm. The NDA.
Yeah, if that was a part of the settlement, I do believe that the courts and stuff like that, if they subpoenaed her, the courts, a federal subpoena would supersede the doggone private whatever
I'm
NDA.
quite sure it will. I'm quite sure it will.
It's
And they may not have
funny.
needed they may not have needed her testimony. People been
Well,
talking on the internet, you know what I mean? And if they doing any kind of research and everything like that, they may not even need her testimony to get them.
you know what? What if we find out? I'm throwing out a lot of what ifs, right? But that's what we do. What if we find out that what's her girl, young money,
Summer Walker.
uh young Miami? Hey, well, I
Well,
mean,
yeah, I called her Summer Walker. Her name is Young in Miami. Lord, one of them.
what if she went? Because there's been reports and stuff about her being a victim and things like that. What if it come out, girl, that she was sitting there secretly working for the government? You know what I'm saying? They been got in touch with her, and that's why she stayed with him. Because people was giving her hell because she was still sticking with him.
It might have been her. Might
I
have been one of
mean,
his gentlemen callers.
yeah, because they had that guy had did that lawsuit too. Winter said criminally she would have to testify or has already given a statement under oath. Absolutely, right? Yeah, young Miami. They were giving her the blues for sticking by his side. The gas face said, I saw an interview on Tasha K a couple of years ago with an ex-girlfriend on allegedly uh he stumped her in the stomach knowing she was pregnant. Oh, I
Which
remember I heard
girlfriend was
something
that?
like
Was
that.
it Mia? I
Was it
wonder what.
who?
I said, I wonder what girlfriend was it? Was it Mia or somebody else? Sheesh, this
Yeah.
man is diabolical.
And a lot of time when you are like that, you really truly believe that you're untouchable, right?
Yeah, because
The
you
worst,
done get past narcissist, you into some kind of sociopath, psychopath, probably like a sociopath.
the God complex. You know what I'm saying? I think this
Yes.
last case, wait a minute, I think this last case on him with Lil Rod brought this about. Man, and then everybody, what about the fallout, the potential fallout? You see already all these names are getting dropped down, right? You're seeing this,
Mm-hmm.
you're hearing about that Meek Mill, you're hearing about Usher, which we've been heard about that. You're hearing about that boy that went crazy from Disney, Orlando, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just some of it, and that's been speculation. Now with this
Mm-hmm.
legal case, and they way quicker to air out a black man than a white man. We still waiting to hear all the people in a real list of Michael
With
Epstein's list.
with
But you think
Epstein,
this
yeah.
list ain't gonna come out? This list gonna come out? What? I doubt very seriously it's gonna be that long or that hidden with the black people names. I'm not trying to make it a race thing, but that's just the actuality. You know,
See,
Justin
that's
Bieber.
what Winter's saying is what I'm trying to get at.
If anyone read, if anyone read it, heard that language in their silver suit, Cassie set it up to turn criminal. Absolutely, that's right. I just know one thing: was the minute she said that word that made the accusation of sex trafficking,
It was
that was
over.
a buzzword.
It was over for him.
Sex trafficking, okay, no. Had she, maybe had she, absolutely, when she worded that way and said that way, it was nothing for the government to do but to get involved in it. But you think they finna sit there and let another sex trafficking ring amongst a millionaire just go unnoted? They already dropped the ball in that very case that I was talking about, Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped the ball. They screwed that up big time,
How
all
come?
the way around. And now who better of a person to get it right with? You know, Kaki says where true the shooting too that happened in L.A. and kind of proved the police didn't do his job. Winter, wow. Also, Jay Z and Will Smith had better beware too, and Clive Davis. Time is up too. Girl, Clive Davis probably have a heart attack and die somewhere.
Yeah, Clive Davis gonna die. They know everything gonna come out.
But
Unless
it's
he's
just
drinking like vampire blood. It'd be too much going on. I don't know what these people are into, child.
it's gonna be a huge fallout amongst the black entertainment world, like huge.
Mm-hmm.
I think you was here. I was sitting here playing Instagram reactions, right? You was here, and I came across one, and it say a leak tape of Meek Mill and Diddy.
Yes,
And
Lord.
did you see how I did that like a week or so ago, almost 2 weeks ago, and then they start really saying that was the real, supposed to be really a real leak deal, and we was sitting here laughing because
But it sounds like Diddy getting getting it given to him. It
but
sounded like Diddy,
but we
like
thought it was a joke.
I
I
did not
thought it
think it
was a
was a
joke.
joke. I did not
What?
think it was a joke.
I
No, I
thought
didn't.
it was a joke because I think I made my commentary like that. And so I think it was just the other day I was looking at a headline, and it was saying something about Nicki Minaj leaked the tape. You know what I'm saying? And when I went to go see that, I said, well, god damn, I played that 2 weeks ago and I played it off like a joke.
I
And
didn't
they
think it
said
was
that
a
shit
joke.
was real.
I do not think that it was a joke. I heard Diddy's voice and it didn't sound like it sounded like two men getting it on and it sounded like Diddy. So I did not think it was a joke. And
That's crazy.
I was in the hair salon, mind you. She might have gotten the tea before all of this came out. I was in the hair salon. I could look at my phone and tell you what day this was. I was in there with not Mama Joyce, Mama, what's her name? Y'all know from Love and Hip Hop, the lady, Jim Jones' mom.
Mama D? No.
No, not Mama D. Mama, y'all know Jim Jones' mother.
Yeah, I know he loved.
Nancy, I think her name is, right? It is Nancy. She was in there and we was talking, and then like I'm getting ready to leave or whatever. Me and her was having a good time. And she was like, uh, did you hear something about Diddy and whatever? Like something coming out about Diddy or whatever. And I was like, no, I ain't hear nothing. And I didn't hear nothing. You know what I mean? So whatever she got on her phone, I didn't hear nothing until the whole thing with Cassie. I think they had started setting him up or getting this ready from back then. And I would have to look at my phone and look at the picture I have with her to see what day it was. But this had to be like a year or two ago.
Wow. Where me
Yeah,
say they're
she was
shooting.
like, she said, you heard about something about Diddy and some men or something like that. And I was like, no, I didn't hear nothing. But she would have in my mind, she would have the inside scoop before I would. And I think I even said something like that. So I said, you would know more than I would or whatever. And I got ready to leave. And
Absolutely crazy.
mhm.
He panicked and settled quickly, and she did what she should have done by agreeing because her work was done and done very well. That's what Winter says. Kaki says, Jay-Z gonna be interesting too. Tell me about it. Now, see, none of them got that Jay-Z and Beyonce money. P. Diddy don't have the same money with Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know, regardless of this coming all out and stuff like that, money still rule the world.
Sure do.
Because you saw how in that Epstein case, how they gonna have some of the names redacted, even though they made it public.
Wait, what is Wear Me talking about? The shooter involved was Usher.
They did that in the California studio. I looked that studio up too. I can't remember the name of
What
this girl.
happened?
I just started watching this girl, and she do celebrity. I just started watching her. Somebody put me on to her, and they was talking about in the studio. They went to the bathroom. Okay, so this is the story about the shooting. Okay, the shooting happened in California at a recording studio. And the person who came and gave the information said they went in the bathroom. One of the people went to the bathroom. They didn't say the name. So and then Diddy and his son followed the person into the bathroom. And the commentator was like, "Yeah, I wonder if they had a big bathroom or a one-stall bathroom." And I was trying to look it up too on my Google, right? Because they said the studio name. But anywho, they went up in there and they allegedly beat up that person in the bathroom and pistol whipped him and shot him, and that the person supposed to have actually left, was actually shot, and then it went under what's called under the radar. You know, I was gonna say thank you for the cash app. Child, that somebody took my money from my cash app.
You got.
I was like, never mind. Let's see, was it rated for pedo stuff? What's up, chill out? I don't know. Let's listen to the deal a little bit. Then
Yeah, but look,
Jill,
wait, one thing before you turn it back on. Look how big that house is. They probably still up in there.
Well, shit,
they're
if
going through
this one and the other ones too.
They're going through everything in that house. Trust me.
Breaking into shit. I thought it was a friend of his son. And that with the studio shooting, it was the P Diddy and his son.
J-Lo ain't gonna be able to lay low. Jenny from the block ain't gonna be able to lay low for too long. She gonna have to say something.
Child.
I know she
said they
probably
need a
gonna
golf
have
court to ride around.
But they
where me
coming
say,
back
look up
around.
Green
They're gonna
Hill.
spin the block on Jenny. Watch.
Let's see.
Okay.
I'm still Jenny from the block, and the block is hot.
Yep.
Haley's point of view, it does seem like there are more individuals geared Haley.
Actually, at the Department of Homeland Security, we had a lady come down here just a minute ago and give her card. So trying to contact her, saying that we're getting is basically behind the scenes from our law enforcement sources here. So basically happened. We know, of course, P. Diddy's homes on both coasts have been raided. You can see some more officers coming out of his property right now. Just trying to see if I could see the lady who we're hoping to get the interview with, and she's just messaging me back, so I've got to send her an email for the request first. So we're working on that to get you some more details. But yeah, it's still very active on scene. Just more and more vehicles showing up. This is largely, most of the law enforcement officers here, Sandra, are of course the Department of Homeland Security, and then we also have LASD and LAPD here as well. So as soon as I can get anything official on camera, we'll come back and let you know.
Definitely. I know what it's like on the ground right there.
And after that, they made their way in very quick. Reason for this type of force and for these officers to make their way into this home. And then again, of course, the world we live in today, all of these officers that are showing up, they all know that, we are under there. Everybody's under a watchful eye nowadays. So they made every effort to do this as quickly and as less destructive as possible. We watched them trying to get through one of those side gates. That pedestrian gate was giving them a little bit of an issue, but in the end, they got in there. And after that, they made their way in very quickly. We didn't. It was basically
not being mindful of the
just letting
property.
that garage door. Somebody got in there.
I don't understand this being mindful of the property. They better take up some floorboards.
People inside were curious what was going on, and they opened up that garage door. But again, the forceful entry part of it, it really truly was just a little bit here.
I cut myself out.
Gate.
If the state get to seize this property,
and
they don't want to damage the auction goods.
Would be the best way to say it. Actually,
yeah.
They went
Right.
and they just did what they needed to do. And again, the reason why they're still there.
Damn, that's a lot of fucking property.
Like a television show where they're pulling out drawers and dumping out clothes and just trashing the place. They just want to make sure that there are no other people inside that building that may still be scared, hiding, or having a problem. And
scared of hiding.
Word is given, which I'm sure is going to come shortly, because we already saw a couple of the groups making their way in.
I'll be right back. Let me go. My
they're
phone.
Making their way in. They're going to start looking for. And of course, even in that the warrant, they're going to have a list of things that they are able to look at, able to take. It isn't just a random search. They actually have to go in and actually find things that they believe have information or evidence that could create a guilty or innocent situation for Sean Combs. So at any rate, this is still very ongoing.
Okay, I'm back.
Very preliminary, but again, we do see a large force out there, which, like you're trying to say, or what I believe you did say, is that this is a warranted search. And of course, they are here, and they are definitely
What's up, Tiki?
Specific pieces of information. What they are, we don't know.
Where me so they better search for trap doors.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, we've covered so many of these different types of raids. Obviously, not always.
Oh, let me find your YouTube channel
like this in Holmby Hills, but clearly sometimes you see them having to forcefully enter a property and seize evidence, and it doesn't always go so smoothly. And it was, in fact, very smooth the way they gained entry into this property. And after they figured out that side entrance, they were able to make entry. But it's not like they show in the movies, as you mentioned, Stu, right? They weren't battering down doors and destroying property. This is very methodical, and in terms of many stories we've covered like this, it was a very easy entry, and they were able to access the property and get on.
Child, you would think that Diddy had aliens in there the way they dressed and shit.
Whatever they're going to be met with, you don't know, and that is why they make sure that they are safe in numbers, that they're armored, and that is why you see such a big force out there, because you never know what kind of emotion you're going to be met with.
I mean, I'm trying to grab your link.
And emotion is really what plays a lot of it, and that's one of the things that we were talking about. Is right now that was the gate where they were having all that trouble. They're actually looking at that actual door and propping it open, but that was the door that was giving them trouble. And I was trying to figure out if that is actually maybe like a private entrance for that back house. It does actually look like it. It seems like, if you're staying there, that's how you get in and out without going through the actual house itself. But you can see they still have personnel there on scene. Every house, there's 3 properties that I
can say that's a wicked mansion.
Property. They all have.
It really is.
He can say, "Where are the twins?" I hope they still with Kimora.
Sure that
Kimora
being taken or anything moving in and out.
You got the wrong, not Kimora. Ain't Kimora the one with Russell Lee?
Maybe so. How did they get with Kimora?
Personnel that we've seen go in and have not seen come out. But
Tiki's the fat.
And those are that first group that made their way in. They were here originally.
Checker, holder, whatever.
The armored trucks.
Yeah, but Kimora had made those allegations about the fact that even with Russell Sims, huh?
Their progress is being.
We trying to get to the Kimora thing. What was you saying?
As we call them, and it is what they are. The suits down there. I'm sure those
Kimora and Kim was close friends. But you know that Kimora, when her, she had came out a couple of years ago, maybe not even that long ago, saying about how she was underage when Russell um,
Started
Simmons
dealing with
started
her,
hitting on
yeah.
her, grooming her and stuff.
And taking things from this home. But right now, that's still that process. Wouldn't even think has actually even started.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to take a lot of
Kimora and their
time
mama was best
Hold on, the
friends.
sound
She
went
was Kim
down.
Porter's best
and
friend.
then
I think
it
the
could
twins
take
may have
place
been with
with
Kimora for some reason.
memory as small as a hard drive
Oh,
or
that's me. I cut it down. Let me cut it back up.
boxes and boxes full of evidence or information they're trying to collect and gather. And where all of that information is also the tricky part. I mean, think about going into a stranger's home. You don't know where they put things. And so it could be very hidden. So this whole process, it could take a lot of time in terms of them finding what they made entry for. So this is a methodical, lengthy process. And again, this is taking place right here in Holmby Hills, as well as his Miami home. And I'm sure law enforcement officials from both sides in Miami and LA are certainly talking to each other as
What
they
about
go
his
through
place in
this
the
as well. But
Hamptons?
still, no sign of Sean Combs himself. We don't know where he is. It's not clear if they're looking for him. He may be in New York, as Haley was mentioning on the ground there. But clearly, this was in all a very peaceful raid as they made entry, and right now as they are making their way in and out of the property as they conduct their search. But a search that is just beginning, as you see those suits, the investigators taking their time, making sure everything is done properly and methodically in terms of what they're looking for at this point. Again, we have a lot of questions that we just don't know the
We
answers
sure do have a
to
lot of
at
questions.
this point. We do have someone on the line right now, Hal Kemper.
What did that
Thank
guy's
you so
jacket
much for
say? Because
joining
that
us.
might tell what kind
And
of
if
those
you can
Homeland
make
Security.
light of what we're looking at
I mean,
in
I
terms
could
of
want to live.
Homeland Security making
It's Homeland
Holmby Hills
Security.
mansion of
Oh, that, huh?
Sean line right
Oh,
now.
you figured it out already?
Kemper,
Okay,
thank you
Yeah.
so much
not
for
bad.
joining us. And if you can make
Let's see what
light of
the
what we're
what
looking
he gonna
at in
say.
terms of Homeland Security making entry into the Holmby Hills mansion of Sean Combs.
Probably a little
Sandra,
bit of
this is
both,
a
Tiki.
Homeland Security investigations that appears to be on site. What they're probably looking for is, well, I should say in general, they look at human trafficking and sex trafficking being a component of that. And of course, there's been some rather big civil suit stuff that's taken place, but also the New York case
It's the armored
where
goddamn
the
truck
statute
that's
of
taking
limitations
me out.
basically
Right.
had
Like I
been
said, you
rescinded,
would think they was looking for
allowing
aliens
them
the
to
way
look
they
at many
dressed
years in
and
this
and
case.
suited and
Part
booted.
of it was there have been allegations that he was drugging young women, so that there was which certainly implies that it was rape that had taken place at some point.
Ooh.
Uh, but I think what HSI is probably looking at is the interstate aspects of it. If there was any online activity that could have taken place, and that's usually where HSI would have a
Now, see,
jurisdictional
remember
interest.
Cassidy was making the,
Homeland Security
when
investigations being
hold
part of
on,
the
see,
Department of Homeland Security.
with the Cassidy part, remember it was a big thing about the sex trafficking, and they was talking about how it was going to become federal and stuff like that because it was across at different places, different
Mm-hmm.
hotels, different properties across the country. And that's becomes that's when it become like really big. At this time, his location is unknown. Not girl, not
Now,
he
now I want to go back to
when see
Superhead's book because somebody was mentioning Superhead's book and she was saying stuff in there.
about P Diddy, but see
Mm-mm-mm.
that's where that's kind of like play for pay, right? Those type of things with the video vixens and stuff. It's assumed that it had to do with the money. And sometimes people did go ahead and get down because of the money. But what about the ones who said no and was put in predicaments? When you hear about the violent nature, somebody brought up about the girl that he stumped out. Then we just brought up the fact that he was just starting to get investigated for that shooting that happened in California that was kept under the radar for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But
you know the
don't
bigger the
pay for
offenses.
play. But don't when pay for play goes across state lines, that's considered trafficking. The same way, like the same rules that with the same rules that
think
apply
for
to
sex
drug
trafficking, long as
trafficking. I don't think it always involves a minor.
No, sex trafficking can be with an adult. You can get sex
Right, that's
trafficked,
what I'm saying.
God
So you could
forbid.
do play for
You know,
play, but if
I
as soon
can
as it cross the
get
state
sex
lines, you
trafficked.
into something else.
Particularly knowing with somebody with means that if they come into
Sheesh.
their home, they're going to be met with some very
Yeah. Let's see what this white man saying. I'm talking about. Let's see what this
Mm,
white man said.
they get
right.
there
No, for real.
is going to be
Girl, I
challenged.
think
So
I'm
you
a
can
old.
imagine
I'm in the
not
body of
only
somebody
do they
who's been.
have to work with district attorney and
Nah,
potentially
that was
assistant
because you
U.S.
just said the
attorneys
other word.
in arranging this, but they also are being very careful. They're
Hey,
gathering
Yates,
any
Chris,
evidence, realizing
freak
that
off,
just about
off.
everything they do on site will potentially be challenged in court by his attorneys.
Absolutely. And speaking of
Two
his
sons
attorneys,
was
we did
taken
reach
in.
out for
T.
comment. We have not yet heard back.
I know his
Obviously, we
son.
want to hear his side. Sean Combs' part, he has denied any allegations regarding sex trafficking and any investigation into that. But yeah, this could take a lot of time in terms of collecting that hard drive and flash drives and
This
any
man, he looked
computers
like
they
he
may
with the
find.
bomb
Like I was
unit.
mentioning before,
Right.
it's very difficult to know where someone would have that or
Damn.
would hide that. If
They sound like they said, get to the West Wing quick.
and we're
Like
looking
that's
at
how he
a
walking.
big mansion here. Before we get
Right.
let's go to
It
Yes,
is.
Andreas, we just got that statement from the Department of Homeland
Okay,
Security
here we
that I was
go.
trying to get for you guys about
Official
10 minutes
statement.
ago. It doesn't say a whole lot,
I
but
got
it
that
says
dress in
this
orange.
is attributed to
Sidebar. Go
Homeland
ahead.
Security investigations. Earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available. So nothing really that we haven't already told you. Here on the scene, on the ground, a lot of the law enforcement officers with Homeland Security have gone up the hill. You can see one of those big command vehicles coming out, one of those police vehicles. In the meantime, behind us, several of his friends, they've identified themselves as, have been trying to get through the crime scene to get to the house. But of course,
Why his friends trying to get to the damn house?
Why are they trying to get to the house?
What they
Get
trying
them
to
in
do?
the
have
truck.
any more information about what's going
Put them
on.
in the truck
They
right
didn't want
now.
to, they don't want to provide us any information, I should say.
Went to say, child, if any of this stuff was being done across during trips abroad,
raided on both coasts.
oh my God,
Miami and
he
his
is
home
really
here
done for.
in Home
Shit,
Beach.
instead of
That's true.
interstate,
Haley, just to clarify, in that statement, did it didn't mention
Not an
he probably
international
left the
drug
spot clean.
or
sex
anything.
ring child.
It doesn't, but we we have confirmation from multiple law enforcement sources.
Let's see. Let's see.
For a lot of the individuals, a lot of the people working.
Girl, look at the statue.
In Los Angeles,
It's just so pretty.
especially.
It's so sad.
What they're probably looking
They're like
at
a Grammy or
two
something, huh?
residences, one in New York, one in Los
I don't know.
Angeles,
Go back,
without-
probably
Like
some
Lewis say, he
some
hiding in
good-
Diddy
I
basement.
haven't seen the documentation, but if it doesn't name Sean,
I'm like
Listen,
you
you
got
want me to go back
control
some
over
more?
the house. Or go back to the statue. Like you got
control
control over this shit.
tied to sex trafficking. So what they're doing is they're looking at locations and investigating them as potential crime scenes.
It almost looked like the Michael Jackson vest. You about right here.
But I work in Homeland
No, that's a woman. I don't know. Shit. It's ambiguous. Shit.
Right.
Where it is, it got boobs, but it look kind of
right.
Like that an investigation is
it
underway
anatomically
in
correct?
Miami and here. So clearly not stating who it involves
does
or
that
what the
mean?
charges are.
Yeah.
It doesn't, and they might be crime scenes. I should clarify, not from Homeland Security, but I work in Homeland
That's
Security.
rich people's problems. I
I've
can't
worked
even
with
get
Homeland
into
Security
it.
investigations.
That's rich. This is the house in LA, right? So in LA, when you're talking about as far as what's the word? Conducting these searches and stuff like that, they're very accustomed to doing these big mansions. They're accustomed to having to be a little bit more careful of not just destroying stuff that they get caught. Because remember that's when remember that white couple hold on that white dude that's the rock and roll person that was married to the white girl that was the Baywatch girl, Pamela Anderson. Was it Pamela Anderson? And Tommy Lee, maybe.
Yeah, what about him?
Didn't they do a raid on their shit? And that's how they came across the sex tape and stuff.
They had to do a raid to get the sex tape. I thought the sex tape.
No, I think that came up in the raid or something. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think it was a matter of it was something to do with the legal stuff, and that's how they came across the sex tape. Because
probably Tommy Lee was probably part. It probably was a drug raid if it's Tommy Lee. I just want to know why Diddy got a silver dress and like a statue of a silver dress in his yard. Is there a man on the opposite side?
I didn't see one. Tiki say that look like the stage prop from the Renaissance tour in his front yard.
Like I could see if you had like a picture of like a statue like Aphrodite or something like that. I don't understand why you got a silver dress.
It kind of remind me like a Grammy.
I guess a Grammy.
It should have a head though, like, but that'd be an Oscar. Oh, it don't remind me of no damn Grammy. I meant the Oscar.
Yeah, I know.
He can say, "I feel bad for the son." I feel bad for the sons. Anybody that participated in was influenced by. Oh, okay, I feel bad for the sons. Anything they participated in was influenced by Daddy Combs. Child, raising up your son to be some major goddamn pervs and some violators. Ain't that some shit?
Mm-hmm.
Then somebody say, why in the hell they trying to go to the house? That's the friends. Child, as they very arrested development and critical case of amnesia. Diddy who? I know, right? That's how I get what
Diddy called them and was like, go over there and get the such and such.
Man, they got people. You got to remember, they got people that will take cases for these celebrities. You know what I'm saying?
He already got people. Somebody take a case for him.
Yeah. They got people that actually ride with them and do everything, carry the guns, carry the drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? They down. They ain't got nothing to lose, and they rather protect the person because they know they're going to get taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let's see what they saying.
Mm-hmm.
Expert.
Not only the agency, but also a lot of the individuals, a lot of the people who work there, to include here in Los Angeles, especially. What they're probably looking at are the two residences, one in New York, one in Los Angeles. And I haven't seen the documentation,
that but look a little small considering the estate, huh?
Phones by name. It's probably
yeah,
because
but I mean that's probably like the outhouse
criminal activity had taken place.
An inside pool. You sure right
at these locations. Mm-hmm. So what they're doing is they're looking at the locations themselves and investigating them as potential crime scenes. And of course, with that, I'm sure the scope is such that they can look just about anywhere, gather up any materials. They're probably gathering up any electronic materials. They're probably doing things like imaging the place, taking a lot of pictures and stuff that may be used later.
They're going to be there to Friday.
Look how big it is. They sure
understand that they may look at various pictures of the locations themselves to help refresh their memory while they're talking about various activities that may have taken place or alleged to have taken place. So there's a lot of reasons why they might not focus on him per se. Also, there's another thing too, is he runs a fairly large organization. The fact that they don't name him,
the shade of it all, not fairly large.
Other activities that could have taken place within
not organization,
entourage or his organization. So one can't rule out anything at this point because we don't.
I smell a Rico.
Just their statement to the press at this point.
Right? They said no. He was a fairly large company. They said organization
is very, very different. Let's be clear. So we're sometimes, not privy to all of those details and information until it becomes available at a later date. But you were mentioning the whole search process. We are seeing so many law enforcement officials, investigators.
She said she can't wait for the quiet on the set.
3 properties
documentary.
Entire 3 homes, I should say.
I was going to ask, like, who do you think that is going to? Who do you think will pay Diddy in the biopic?
How long is it going to take for them to go through it? Do they have a time limit? I mean,
they definitely gonna do a Surviving Diddy. They already working on that bad boy. No pun intended with the bad boy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if people they rolling out the woodwork. Some people, I think before the end of the weekend, they're going to have a couple of people come forward and make accusations before having to be named.
Mm, 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 mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because some people try to get ahead of shit. You know,
Right.
and you want to definitely be on the side as a victim instead of being on
Being
the
the friend
side
in the
of.
back talking about we trying to get over to the house. Like,
Absolutely. Right. Mike Lewis say Cosby somewhere sneaking, peeping out the window like, I'm going to keep my ass quiet on this one. Y'all know, that was before I had a YouTube channel, right? Trevante Rhodes can play Diddy. I don't know who that is.
I don't know, but I'm looking it up.
I know when that shit happened with, I said this last time something like this came up, but y'all know I was one of the biggest advocates for fucking Bill Cosby, right? I think I rock and roll with Bill Cosby. I would get a fucking attitude, like as though you was accusing Moses or something, right? I would get like, I'm serious. I would get so fucking pissed off when all them different claims and stuff came out. It was not until Beverly Johnson, the black supermodel, right? It was not until she was on Good Morning America and she told her experience and her story. It took for that to happen, mind you, for me to even be like, damn, this shit true, right? And girl, I was so fucking heartbroken. I was heartbroken. I wasn't heartbroken with R. Kelly. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not gonna be heartbroken with P. Diddy, but I was crushed with Bill Cosby.
I didn't really get even when Beverly Johnson, I was just like, cool. I saw
yeah.
How do we I forgot the title of it. How do we something with Bill Cosby? How do we reconcile, or how do we talk about something like that? How do we talk about Bill Cosby? Something like that. And it was the dude with the fro. He looks like the dude from the Roots, but it's not him. Y'all know who I'm talking about? He be on CNN.
I know exactly what you talk about.
He did a whole documentary, and I was just sitting there. It was real hard for me to stomach. But then it occurred to me, it dawned on me that his profession on the Cosby Show was a gynecologist. And I was like, oh, he might have really just been like a real weirdo.
A very weird, you know, and you know what? And even now, even though he didn't did the time and stuff like that, I kind of, you know, saying I still in the back of my mind want to feel like he was set up, he was framed. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to, you know, lose your icons. You know what I'm saying? But the good news is these are the days of the millionaires, the superstars, and the all that type of stuff. But it's not the days of icons. It hasn't been. It's not the generations of. You know, it hasn't been iconic. I can't get it out.
There's legendary, and then there's iconic, and the Cosby Show was iconic,
right? And that's what I'm saying. This don't hit on the same level. Go ahead.
Yeah, it don't. It doesn't, like something like that. Like really, like not just that, not just the Cosby Show, A Different World, the whole bit. He created a representation for the black community that we just did not see. We did not know we could or would aspire to unless you was already, you know, privy to it. You understand what I'm saying? And it was hard to have that whole structure come down. And and the other thing that made it very hard for me is Felicia Rashad was sitting there like, nope, nope, I ain't with it. Y'all trying to destroy that man. And I was like, yeah, Felicia, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I still have a bit of that in me. But you know what?
And shit can come out, but I don't have to be.
You know, it's hard. That one is a hard one to swallow. I done lost, well, not lost a friend, but I know that our relationship changed a little bit.
Go ahead, I gotta cut down. But let me tell you, with P. Diddy, you know, it's not gonna be such a blow. It's a blow again for the black man reputation. It's a blow again for, you know, black people. You know, anytime, you know, even though they not just like us, they still us, right? So it's like when you take down the black man, you're taking down the culture.
Right, but that's
you know what I'm saying? When you make an example out the black man, it's almost like a goddamn.
Look, see, we were put.
Go ahead, Tito. Say.
Yeah, it really did showcase class.
What you talk about, T Loud? You reading something?
Yeah, I'm reading Mike Lewis, and I'm saying, yeah,
oh.
it was class and elegance, and it was introducing us to like. He would have celebrity guests, come on as just like people coming, into the house or whatever. And that's how you got introduced to different jazz music and art and stuff like that. The art he had in the back of his house, I purchased when I got old. I said, who's that artist? And I started to look it up. And I was like, oh, he has Annie Lee. And I would buy Annie Lee paintings that have like Annie Lee.
Girl, you remember everybody's house had that doggone same picture he had that was by the stairs. The one with
not that one. That's I forgot the name of the artist. I know what you're talking about, and it looks like they're in like they go into church or whatever. It's like black and white, and they look. No, not that one. He had pictures like the kids had paintings in the back, and they're by Annie Lee. And I just was like, who's that? And I wanted that post. I still didn't get the main one that I wanted. It's the one with the Catholic school girls, the public school girls that Annie Lee did. But he introduced me to that. He introduced me to so much.
That show some more. I'm gonna look and see if I can find some. Let me see. I'm gonna try to see if they have another with the I'm gonna put in where was it? New York? No, Miami.
Yeah, try to see if they did the Hamptons. But I only see them. They're only saying on both coasts, but where? I know one was in Miami and one was in LA. But did they do the one in the Hamptons? I know he had a house in the Hamptons, didn't he? Ain't that where it all went down? His
well, they got okay. So look, they got okay. Let me show. I can share. Let me share this. Hey, Jaya, good to see you, girl. Good evening. You're not late, but you tardy. Let's see. So this is what I pulled up. I searched PDiddy Miami home rated. So it's a PDiddy Star Island home rated. Is that the one in Miami? And then it's a federal
Island. Yeah, that's Miami.
Star Island is Miami.
Yeah, that's where like Rosie O'Donnell or Rosie Perez, one of them got their houses, and it's like a whole bunch of them got houses over there. I think Tommy Lee and Pam got a house out there or something.
Oh, that's why they call it Star Island, huh? Let me see. Let's get into this. Y'all can't see it.
Law enforcement agencies are raiding the home of hip hop mogul P.Diddy.
And tonight we are learning it may be tied to.
Shit, they probably got the yacht too.
Let's get right out to see.
Oh, they look like they wait a minute. These black people on it. Hold on, go back. They talking more shit.
So Larry, what can you tell us at this point?
At 30, we continue to follow breaking news out of Star Island. Several law enforcement agencies are raiding the home of
Alarming, Alec. Larry Seaward, he joins us live from the scene with what we know so far. So, Larry, what can you tell us at this point?
Authorities not confirming very much beyond the fact that this is part of an ongoing investigation started by Homeland Security Investigations in New York.
It sounds like they about to get a bomb dropped on them.
You can see the Miami Beach police car there.
I'm mad that he just like Diddy.
Right, you can see this is where the Homeland Security Investigations are set up with their command posts. We've seen not only HSI police, we've also seen an FBI agent and numerous other officers going in and out of the house that is behind it. You can see the beige complex there. That home, we understand, according to property records, owned by Sean Combs, or Diddy as he is known. That property, again, being searched at this hour. We also know, obviously, Sean Diddy Combs has properties in Los Angeles and New York. We understand from our colleagues in Los Angeles that.
What you say, T-Lounge?
They dressed a little more casual.
Well, it might be a little bit hotter, a little bit more humid.
I know it may be a little more humid, but also the trucks don't look as it's very Miami Vice-ish.
Well, it's very Miami, okay? It's giving what it's supposed to give, right? So now we're looking at both coasts, okay?
Right.
And we can see the subtle.
Both of them is hot, so I don't know what's going on.
You know, what's getting me is all the lights on the goddamn van. Okay, why?
Yes. Like it's a disco or something like that.
Wait, it is giving a lot of Miami advice. It's giving the CSI Miami. You know, let's continue.
Okay.
Earlier today, helicopter hovered above one of Diddy's homes there. That a similar
Look
law
what Winter's
enforcement
saying.
I saw it.
They showed up there as well to search the property. It's not clear exactly what they're searching for or the details of the investigation. We've asked Homeland Security about that. They're only saying that this is part of an ongoing investigation led by New York, but obviously the properties in Los Angeles
It's
and
what a
the
tower.
property here
I don't see a
in
tower.
Miami being searched as we speak. We're going to stay on.
God damn, the helicopters and stuff loud as fuck.
You're looking at again HSI police setting up their investigation.
What is that? The gate?
You can look and see the
Yes.
the gate.
Did they break the gate?
Like that gate has been disabled.
Look like
because it's
it.
sort of just leaning up against the pillar on the side as they're backing
Yeah.
the van up into the property.
Wow.
Information as we can. We talked to
I guess they
neighbors
wasn't
who
as
told us that these
genteel
police
going in as
officers
the ones in LA.
showed up about 2 or 3 hours ago. So again, we'll dig for information.
Damn, they drove through the gate, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at another one. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, what about what you say, New York? I'm gonna put in.
But they're saying it was corroborated by New York, so you might as well stick with. But this is my thing. If they have what is up with the home in the Hamptons? Because we know he had a home in the Hamptons. We know that it was, unless he sold it or something like that, he would have the yearly white party where all the freak, what they call it, the freak offs would happen and all that type of stuff, right? And and New York is corroborating or collaborating or however you word it with Miami. Did they already, not a mugshot, did they already get
I think that's that's not right now. Let's see. I'm trying to see. This been going on for over 3 hours. So I don't see nothing right now so far in just my little search here in the SEO about the New York home. So right now the emphasis is being put on the LA and the big estates.
The Miami.
Let me see. That's the one we watched. City Homes Rated by. We watched this one here. Homeland Security. Oh, that's the one that we was watching. That's the first one we was watching. So there you have it, folks. You know what I'm saying? Sharice talk about he's not home. I'm sorry, but he's not home right now. And this so spread out, and this the type of stuff, you know, that they can't just go flush the evidence down the toilet. They can't. He might even have the stuff, you know, he didn't probably have his stuff just laying around. So, you know, wherever he got his little hiding spaces, when they find it, it's gonna be a plethora of things.
You, somebody that he works with said he is going to be out of town on this day. On these days.
Okay.
And they said,
but Tiki kept saying why he left his sons there.
When did he care about anybody?
How he gonna leave and then don't tell his son some shit?
No, son, no, he probably didn't know. Somebody is giving up information on his team and said he ain't gonna be home from these times. And they was like, bet. 3 p.m. your time, 6 p.m., you know, or however, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard and 3 p.m. Pacific, something like that.
Just cause still dropped it down. But let's see this one. This is from Entertainment Tonight, and they just dropped this 13 minutes ago. So maybe
okay, that's good. That's good.
The future of your business is here.
Let's see if they maybe. I gotta get my
For more customization,
y'all please support this channel. I have to re-get all my premiums. You would think that they would put my premium on this goddamn channel.
AI text generator.
You would think they'd give me a damn refund. Let's see. Girl, that's the boys. Y'all, you saw the handcuffs?
See what Winter's saying? T-Lounge, they are not really speaking of New York raid. They are saying it was more
what
like
you talking about? Hold on.
Him to arrive. They found something. I'm telling you, they
with
found
the itinerary change.
They found something in New York. They found something in New York that made them run out to Miami and Los Angeles.
Okay, so that's the boys. They cuffed the Dons. Yes, that's the sons in handcuffs. Mike Lewis say, "Damn man, why can't people just get rich off their talents and not be doing illegal shit and sick shit?" Yeah, man, you know that money, it allows for the sickness to come out. It feeds it. You know, the abnormal become normal. So this the boys right here. Let's go to this Entertainment Tonight live reaction.
Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami mansions raided by SWAT teams. His son in handcuffs.
More problems.
We don't know if the embattled music mogul was home during either raid. ET's reached out to Diddy's reps for comment. Meanwhile, in Beverly Hills neighborhood, officers going room to room, carrying zip ties and serious firepower. In the driveway, law enforcement vehicles parking next to, we assume, Diddy's luxury cars. Then, of course, his two sons, 30-year-old Justin and 25-year-old King. At one point, they seem to be sharing a laugh.
Yeah, they laugh, not cry later.
Noting, Homeland Security tackles sex trafficking crimes, something Diddy was accused of in a lawsuit by his ex Cassie back in November. When his decade-spanning career imploded after her abuse allegations. And while their lawsuit settled a day later, Diddy was soon hit with 3 more.
Yeah.
Involving sex-related allegations. In the wake of settling his Cassie lawsuit, his attorneys confirmed to ET it's in no way an admission of wrongdoing.
Okay.
Child, ET don't even got the scoop. Let me see. Somebody say, was he on Epstein's list? Well, not as far as they, but I didn't hear that name. Maybe it was one of the redacted names, you know. Mike Lewis say, well, Winter said first, she say, they also think Diddy got some inside heads up from someone in on the inside. Yeah, probably so. Right. It's a $30 million admissions of wrongdoing. Okay. Justin's father is Albie Sure. I wonder how he feels. Like he been knowing this shit all the time. Waldo and Carmen Sandiego might be in the house too.
Right.
Where's Waldo? Get it?
I got it. Carmen Sandiego probably up in that silver dress somewhere.
I know something, something really.
That's
really
where they needed to go. I bet you know what. Bet
girl, money ain't nothing hidden in that damn statue.
Bet money. I bet you if you see how the statue had like little different levels. I bet you if you tap the top, that should open up, and there you go, the Hope Diamond sitting right up in there.
Shit, I know one thing. Wherever they find, when they find one piece, they're gonna find another piece because it's like his what is called his it's almost like a serial killer, right? A serial killer keep trophies.
Yes.
Right? And so he keep trophies with all the videotape because he a real freak about the videotaping with the girls with the white polish. And all that type of stuff right there. And then Justin Bieber, that might be why he didn't ran to Kanye West church. He over there with
now bodies is about to turn up.
Yep, people I'm telling you, Cassie done laid him out and got millions for it. Yep. Quincy is Albie Sure's son, and he ain't been on the Diddy compound too much since Kim Porter died. Justin is Misa's son.
That's what I was asking for. I said me. I meant to say Misa.
Who the hell? I don't know these people.
Misa's she was a stylist that he was dealing with. Or maybe he was dealing with her. She became a stylist, one of the two.
Child, these celebrities and they demons, right? They demons. So there we have it, you guys. It's not clickbait. If you see the headlines and you hadn't heard it, you heard it here. I woke up. I say, God damn, I can't go to sleep for an hour. Right? I can't go to sleep for an hour. Okay, but absolutely, this is going on. This is a real thing. It's only just begun. Okay, and the fallout from this is going to be incredible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my very best to just stay on top of this story as it comes out, and I guess we'll be doing our little P Diddy updates.
Right, the fallout's going to be incredible, but thank goodness the majority of them are dead. Majority of the people he was affiliated with, he done killed all his artists. So allegedly.
Allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
You know, all of a sudden they find after all these years, they finally got somebody who shot Tupac, and now everything else going to go up in goddamn flames. You know.
And when you see that man get out in 2 years, you're gonna know why.
But you know, they said he was over there rolling, rolling on P Diddy. And you know what? We talking about Cassie. But guess what? We need to be hollering about that Negro too. Because when he first got arrested, it wouldn't take no time for P Diddy name to be coming up. You know, it was hitting him from all angles. You know what I'm saying? So hey, we on top of the story. We're gonna follow the story. And this was real good. Thank you, T Lounge, for coming up and co-hosting with me.
No problem. I'll talk with you soon.
All right, honey.
All right.
Oops, I didn't mean to just drop you down so fast, girl. My bad. But you guys, today has been very interesting indeed. If you hadn't caught earlier today, if you're looking for something to look at later on tonight, make sure you checked into my fish channel. It's called New Fish Hobbyist. You guys, I'm pretty sure y'all all subscribe. What I'm about to do when I end this stream is that I'm gonna go set up the live stream. But it's getting ready for bedtime hours. Okay, so if you need something to go to sleep to, please consider that content over there. Okay, I also did a live today. We started a trial watch, and it proves to be very interesting. Make sure you check out the replay so y'all can join us on tomorrow afternoon for day 2 of the trial watch. We got good things going on over here on Seymour Lane, the lane where we see more. We don't stop. What we do is get it, right? We're moving forward and ahead. We're on to greater things. Y'all have a great evening. Thank you for supporting the channel always. Good night.